Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dropkick SoCal. It's Musgi.
And Charlieverse.
Alrighty, whew. And well, again, man, we were talking about this. It's been a hectic week for me.
Same here.
Indeed, yeah. So yeah, that new episode, I think it's like being uploaded tonight. Again, man, I'm so sorry.
Oh, take your time, fool. Take your time.
I know, again, like we're wrestling fans who have lives and stuff. So yeah,
Life happens, you know.
indeed, yeah. But we're trying to make it through, you know. That's all you got to do in life. Alrighty, but yeah, just like life, wrestling news continues to develop, and
What now?
well, guess what we're gonna talk about again?
No.
You guess it. The fallout from All Out.
Okay,
Because, god damn it, again, if you're not a wrestling news outlet, if you're a wrestling news outlet and you're not talking about this, you're not really an outlet.
You're missing out.
Exactly, but yeah, man. So first things first, man. This kind of pisses me off.
What? What happened? What happened? What happened?
So, dude, there's this, further development. Like, some people can talk. Like, I think Ace Steel's wife is allowed to talk. She didn't sign anything. It turns out, dude, Larry the dog was injured.
Okay, so let me tell you something about that.
Okay, what's up?
They say that it's bullshit.
Really?
Yeah, that they're just saying that just to make it bigger than what it was. In reality, he wasn't actually injured.
Okay, I hope he wasn't, man, because what did Larry do, man? In general, pets shouldn't be treated like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they just put it into the picture
Gotcha.
to make it seem like something bad happened that was even worse. But from what I heard, like the dog wasn't even nowhere near it. But at the same time, you're like, okay, it's common for a dog to go defend the owner. But at the same time, it's like there's people saying like, dude, the dog was like nowhere near that situation until after.
Okay, well, I hope that's true, man, because, fuck, I hope Larry's okay, because I'm not kidding, man. Like, whoever freaking supposedly, again, this is like supposed too, kicked the door in, because that was supposedly what happened. Kicked the door in, it hit him in the face, his teeth might have gotten injured and stuff, or messed up. And, like, whoever freaking kicked down the door, we're gonna fucking kick your ass. I'm sorry. Whether it's one of the Young Bucks.
So that's what they're saying, that the dog already had the fucked up teeth beforehand.
Right.
So they're like saying, oh, but it was the Young Bucks. But then they're like, now people are, like I'm saying right now, people are talking about it and saying like, no, the dog was already, all the injuries that they were saying the dog had, they already had it. And like nothing really happened to the dog.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Because, again, like, as long as the pup's okay, then, like, cool. Like, whatever. Because, I'm sorry, dude. That pissed me off. But, again, like, we've talked about before, wrestling fans could just speculate and come up with anything, and then, like, it spreads, you know?
Wrestling fans or even the wrestlers. So it's like,
That's true. I mean, and I could see that because, what's the word? There's, like, a word for it where you're trying to make yourself seem, like, in a better perspective when it comes to, like, the investigation.
no, victimizing.
I guess so, yeah, but I mean, Larry the dog's not the one being interrogated here, all right, guys? He had nothing to do with it.
So, okay, so they're talking about that, right? And then people are talking about, oh, but they might bring Punk to WWE. And we talked about this last week.
I don't see that happening.
Nobody's seeing that happening.
No.
So now they're saying that people around CM Punk, they're saying like, dude, we're never gonna see him wrestle again.
I could see that.
Because he pretty much burned every bridge that he had. The only good spot that he was in before WWE, it was ROH. ROH is with AEW, so like he pretty much burned every bridge down.
That he did, man.
So other than that, it's like
He's CM done.
Yeah, and then you hear that. Then you hear that the Young Bucks are gonna come back. So that video that we saw,
Right.
it wasn't them leaving. It was them like they're gonna try to do something with it, which makes it look like, so at the end of the whole thing, they're making Punk seem like he was the one who started this whole shit.
He kind of was.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, they're favoring the Young Bucks more than CM Punk. So it's like you already know where this is heading. So it's like, all right, whatever.
I mean, supposedly, man, Uh, from supposedly he's going to be pretty well set from that buyout. If they decide to do it, which looks like it's pretty much going to happen,
Because it's better for them to buy it out than
then they
keep
have him
paying him
exactly for
for
not even
doing
being
nothing.
there.
So it's
Yeah.
like they're gonna buy him out.
Yeah, so there's that, and also I haven't checked this out, but there's like an HBO show, Heels. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't never heard of that.
So it's like a wrestling show, with like drama between brothers in the industry and stuff. I think that's like indie stars. He's in it, so he's getting some deals here and there to appear in like shows and stuff. So he seems pretty well set to like be motivated to not come back anymore. Man.
Well, even then, before he came back, he didn't even have to come back.
He didn't, but he wanted to. AEW saw that and fuck, dude, it's just such a.
But it makes you look back now like, dog, nobody needed CM Punk to come back.
It's true, yeah, and he.
And I'm sorry to say this because I know you're a Punk fan.
Go for it, man.
To me, it was a waste of money and production.
You're not wrong, man.
Like they could have used it for somebody else.
And that's where I agree, man. Like again, like I feel you because the way it started off with Darby Allin and then like MJF, that was beautiful, but it really turned sideways when
he really started showing his colors.
Exactly, when he beat Adam Page. I'll admit that. Like
okay, Adam Page, fine, like he needed time to grow.
Yeah.
He still does. But Punk shouldn't have gotten there.
No.
Because he was pushed too fast.
Way too fast.
And then when Moxley beat him, like finally everything's gonna be back to normal. No, they give it back to Punk. Why? Punk doesn't need it.
No, he doesn't.
You know how I see it? And it's like HBK. Like consider his career. Before he got injured, he got, the world title, whatever.
Yeah, and he was a big dick backstage, man.
He was. But
Frick.
But after he got injured, when did you see him actually hold a title? Only the tag team, and that's it. He didn't get the world title, he didn't get the Intercontinental, he didn't get the US, because he didn't need it.
Right. I mean, he already had a lot of stardom, and he was actually helping out others grow.
So it makes you think.
Exactly.
Two dudes that were assholes backstage. Look, there's a difference.
One grew. The Heartbreak Kid.
Look at him now. He's still helping out young stars.
With the NXT, yeah.
Which, dude, that's a trip.
I know, man. Like, shit, I need to go back and start watching NXT again. But yeah.
Dude, I'm sort of watching it because of Braun Breaker.
Right. I'll admit, dude, that was a big thing for me because he's a Steiner.
Yeah.
And you know the relationship with the Steiners.
Yeah.
That was not good, so.
But yeah, they're pushing him, dude.
I could see that. At least.
You could see it like in a few years, he could actually be on the main roster and actually be champion.
Yeah.
Because he's that good. But yeah, I like to see that.
Yeah, no, same, man, same. But yeah, so again, guys, I'm all out Fallout. Larry, we hope you're okay. Thank you, Kenny, for helping him out. You got bit in the aftermath. And yeah, again,
and got a chair and a throne match.
Exactly. Man, I hope none of you guys fucking kicked the door and hurt him. Okay, hopefully that's just a rumor. But basically, yeah, CM Punk's it looks like he's done. CM done.
Yeah, because it was too much.
Too much. Yeah, so that's it for AEW. Again, I mean, there's some cool shit going down in AEW, man, but that's the most developing news.
Yeah, that's the only main one.
Yeah, and I mean, there's other stuff backstage, like I think there's still that shit with Sammy Guevara and Andrade.
Which is, people are still mad.
Well, yeah, I can understand.
Why you only punish Andrade and not Sammy?
It doesn't make sense.
And they were both warned. And that's where they're saying that Tony Khan has favoritism. And that he favors Sammy more than Andrade. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But you gotta treat everybody equally if you're gonna do that shit. Why is it you sending Kingston home but not Sammy? Why is it you sending Andrade home and not Sammy?
Yeah, it makes no sense, man.
And then you'll be like, oh, but he's part of the TV time. So if you're gonna give him the TV time, at least give him the pay cut, cause he's gotta lose something, dude.
Yeah, no, that's like you said, man, favoritism.
And no matter how much people are fans of him, actually not a lot of people are fans of him.
No,
Anyway.
he's showing his true colors.
He's always been showing his true colors.
Right.
But that makes me be more a fan of Andrade, because at least he said, you know what, fine. And he went home. He's not complaining about it because, one, he doesn't have a vlog. He actually has a life. And, you know?
And he could take a hit.
Dude, he could take a hit.
Exactly.
He could literally take a hit.
That's the one thing, man. To me, it just made... I'm sorry, it made Sammy seem like such a bitch.
And it made Andrade look better.
Exactly, because he kind of is. Whatever,
Yeah,
I said it.
It is what it is, fool. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but if you... Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm, again, man, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Andrade found some way to, like, get back to WWE. Because, again, like, there's that whole speculation that he's trying to get fired. Because, let's be honest, he's not really being used.
That's why... It's because the thing is, now AEW is going into its WWE phase.
Yeah.
Because they went through its TNA phase, which they signed every WWE wrestler.
Pretty much.
And now they're going into a WWE phase where, like, they got all these people, but they can't use them all.
That's true.
That's where I'm like, when I asked you about Brian Pillman Jr., we haven't seen him in a while.
At all.
But yeah, I know he's still active. So what do I have to do? Like, I have to look up indie stuff, like, to see what's he up to. Which I'm a fan of his, to be honest. Like, I ain't gonna lie about it.
That's Brian Pillman's son, man.
Dude, he's badass.
I know. Yeah, I mean, it's... At the end of the day, man, AEW is still growing and developing.
Well, it's gonna take a minute before they notice, like, Doc, you can't be doing the same thing WWE did. You can't be doing the same thing TNA did. You have to figure out how to maintain. Or don't pull a WCW. Just let's leave it like that. Don't pull a WCW.
Exactly. Don't hire Vince Russo.
Which I'm thank God they haven't.
Yeah, no. But yeah, speaking of that, man, some news from WWE now.
What's up?
Well, as you know, this weekend's gonna be the Crown Jewel.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. There's some history behind that, but
Oh, did you hear about the supposed bombing?
that's what I was gonna say, man. There is a threat level
It's
right now.
It's because, oh my God, that's the, how do I say this? That's the danger you put people in for doing something outside of the country.
Yeah.
One thing is to do it in Mexico, in La Arena Azteca. In La Azteca, because it's all around it's safe. Once you get out the door, it's a whole different shit.
Right.
But it's a safe area. But when you go to the UK, when you go to any other place that is not as safe as here,
Outside of the Americas.
dude, you're gonna put everybody into trouble, dude.
It's true.
I'm not saying the UK ain't safe, but, keep in mind, like, out here, it's a little bit different. But once you get into, like, Middle East, once you get into mainland Europe, it's like, okay, you have to, like, be on your toes. You can't be doing a lot of things. And then these fools in Crown Jewel, what is it, Saudi Arabia? They have... Okay, I'm not going to say, because, the way they live. Like, dude, if you're going to go out there, you don't promote a match that's going to be against what they believe in. Like, the whole women's thing. Like, if you want to do it,
that was a big issue.
they're still on that.
True.
So it's like...
Yeah, they almost got in trouble that one time when they just showed, like, who was it, Sasha Banks on, like, a promo video?
Sasha Banks.
And they were like, don't show woman, like...
And it's because WWE wants to push the envelope, wants to do it out there. My dog.
True.
The thing is, you have to, like, respect them.
Exactly, because...
And all I know is you're going to hear a whole bunch of stories
yeah.
on Sunday and Monday.
Oh, boy.
and it's going to be like... I'm just surprised they haven't done another, what do you call it, the warehouse from hell, the airplane.
Oh, the plane ride from hell.
You know what I mean? But they call
story.
it the flying warehouse because it was like everybody there. It's gonna be the same stupid shit all over again.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. I don't know. Like, Yeah. When it comes to like going outside of the country, it's true, man. Like they have their own customs. Personally, I don't want to get too much into that because like that's like years of like having so much influence.
out there.
Yeah, out there. I don't want to get too much into this whole ethical thing, but like here, I mean, I gotta say, like, there's close-minded people within the United States.
Because it's a big ass
There's always gonna be,
country. And
Exactly.
then go to Mexico, it's
Same
somewhat the
thing.
same.
Even Canada.
Even Canada or even the UK.
There's always gonna be, but
once you get into like places where it's heavily the government is like heavily involved in all these beliefs, you're like, dude.
yeah, especially again, I don't want to get too much into that, but again, like compared to other countries, we do have a little bit more leeway, which is how like the women's revolution like really got a big step in here in the United States with the WWE, and like we get to see more women like main event and stuff. And Saudi Arabia,
It's a whole different.
It's
beast,
a whole
dude.
different thing. I mean, again, like I don't think we should get into that, man.
All right, let's segue out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, did you hear about Hell in a Cell not gonna be?
Oh, dude, thank goodness.
Dude, it was better as a match.
Exactly.
It didn't need a pay-per-view.
Exactly, it didn't. And you know what? Do you remember last year, man? Was it last year? Yeah. Surprisingly, this was at either Crown Jewel or what's that other one that they have in
A Super Show?
I think so. Wait, they don't do that anymore, do they? Because they both take place outside in like that area, but it was one of those. I'm pretty sure it was Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabia show. Remember that little feud that Edge and Seth Rollins were having?
Yeah.
And then they ended that with a Hell in a Cell match?
Oh, dude.
That's how it should be used. Like everybody says so. Big bloody feud where these guys just want to pummel each other. Bring out Hell in a Cell.
And not just in any other match.
Exactly.
Like when it was the pay-per-view, it was like, okay, I get it. But the thing is, half of these freaking feuds are like halfway through. They're not even done yet.
Exactly. And then some of them don't even have that level of intensity that's good going into.
It's like, well, who was it? What was HBK versus The Undertaker?
Well, that was the first one ever, right?
But you know why he brought it out.
Exactly.
When it was, who else was in there?
There's been a lot.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, there's a couple that were like, oh shit. But but it was like one of them. One thing is, it was Undertaker's match.
Right.
Well, that and the casket and Buried Alive, and he was the pioneer for that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it had meaning. It doesn't have any meaning if it's used for every goddamn
every once a year, like But yeah,
same thing with the Money in the Bank. The way it is now, because they made an event just for that.
You see,
But even though it's 2 matches, I'm like, okay, fine. But the thing is, like, leave it for WrestleMania. Leave it for a bigger stage. Don't just use it as a main event thing in the middle of the what do you call it? In the middle of the year where it's not many people are looking at it. That's me.
Yeah, you see, I could definitely see it for Hell in a Cell because like that's meant to like break feuds where like these freaking enemies could like pummel each other and end it. As for Money in the Bank, man, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it went back to WrestleMania, and if it stayed as a pay-per-view, like I don't know, like to me the purpose there is to win the briefcase and then at any point, just cash it in.
No, yeah, like I get that part. But I'm saying when it was just at WrestleMania, because that's when you knew they were gonna pull out the craziest stunts. They're gonna do the craziest shit at WrestleMania.
More eyes on it.
More eyes on it. When it's in Money in the Bank, just regular, it's like
you just kind of look at the aftermath and see who won it.
Like, who wants to see this?
I could see that, man. I'm kind of like on the fence with that because again, like I don't know, man. Like it could be either way. If it does go back to WrestleMania, cool.
Because that's supposedly that's what Triple H is thinking about.
Yeah. Again, I don't mind.
Well, keep in mind, there's a lot of things that Triple H is going to change that Vince
I hope
did.
so, man. I hope so.
Which I'm like, all right, I don't mind.
Yeah. Again, I'm so glad that freaking Hell in a Cell is just going to stick as like a match, not just a pay-per-view. What else was it? Oh, because you know what I just remembered? You remember that this was a while ago, but I remember this. They made a Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view.
Yeah, they did.
That was kind of a waste of time.
There was a Fatal 4-Way. There was what do you call it? Roadblock. There was like all these Extremes rules. I'm like, come on, man, really?
Yeah, I feel ya. Oops, sorry.
That's what you call freaking Judgment Day. That's what you call vengeance. That's what you call backlash.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm speaking about hectic schedules. I got a text from work. I'm sorry, but yeah, man. Turn the phone off. For me, let's see here. Oh, dude, TLC. That's another one that also didn't need a pay-per-view.
I could just stay at WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, or just any time during the year when it's like tag team matches, or
Backlash, or if
stuff like
that
that
still exists.
Oh, actually, here's another one, dude.
Which one?
How do you feel about Elimination Chamber?
That's another one.
You think that should just like take away the pay-per-view and just set it up for like like when did that debut? SummerSlam? SummerSlam or Survivor Series? I can't.
SummerSlam 04.
Okay, 04, and that was when
HBK won.
HBK won. Was it 04? Okay.
03, 04.
Early, yeah, somewhere. You looking it up?
Yeah, I have to look it up now.
It's alright, but yeah, so elimination match, Elimination Chamber. What can I say? Like, I feel kind of on the fence on that one too. Cause, well, the thing is, like, it needs a setup, you know? Like, do you set that up by just like having a tournament to see like people who could get in there? Or do you do like this whole thing where it's like a big rivalry or feuds within like multiple wrestlers that want to get this shit like done and like go for the championship? Like, again, I guess that's the thing, man. It's the setup.
Yeah, it's the setup.
Yeah, just like him.
Oh, it's wait, hold on. 2002.
Oh shit! It's been 20 years. Wow,
Fuck yeah.
It's legit been
We're
20 years.
old.
I guess so. Yeah, but going back to that, man, it's a setup. You know, like again, at any point.
Survivor Series 2002.
Gotcha. At any point when you have two feuding wrestlers that need to get this settled, bring out Hell in a Cell, and it's so much better when it's like surprising out of nowhere, you know? Yeah. But how would you do that for something like Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber?
With Elimination Chamber, it's a little bit easier because it could be any pretty much feuds, and you just because keep in mind in a year, how many people does like a champion have a feud with? It's not just one dude.
Right.
It's usually like 3 or 4 or whatever. But the problem is with Roman, since he's hardly ever on TV now. Who does he feud with?
He's moved here and there, man.
And
Nothing
then,
really.
And then, and it'll be perfect because technically he's on Raw and SmackDown. Technically, he could get 3-3 or 2-2 or whatever the hell. Well, it was easier that way to me, just having it in Survivor Series or having it on a certain pay-per-view. It was easier. It was just okay, you know. If you want to do a tournament, whatever. Or, you know, be like almost like like a Royal Rumble kind of thing, where you get to choose whatever title you want to get. That'll be better. But at the same time, because you have Money in the Bank, you have to cut somebody out.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I don't know, dude. Which, did we talk about it last week?
What?
Which, fun fact, Chris Jericho is the only one still active from the first Elimination Chamber.
You're right. Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
They're retired.
Right, and then Wait, was Goldberg in the first one?
No. It was HBK, Triple H. Kane's a mayor, so he's not really as active.
Right. Oh, Rob Van Dam, right?
RVD and Booker T.
And Chris Jericho. Oh shit, you're right. He's the damn. Props to him, man. That is not easy.
And they say that the Elimination Chamber is a hard match to prepare for.
Yeah.
Because you can't take bumps in there. You can, but it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt because
hell.
it's actual steel. Oh, and that's one thing, man. So I love the Elimination Chamber. I know it's had like a few like changes in its appearance every year.
Bring back the original. I hate the new one.
I will say this, man. I hate the red Hell in a Cell. It's
That was a red one?
you don't know. It's red now. It's been red for like a few years now.
I had no idea, dude.
Dude, Hell in a Cell, it's a red freaking cell. I gotta show you this.
Anywho, bring back the old one.
Exactly. I'm sorry, dude. It looks so cartoonish. Like, red?
Dude, it is Vince, dude. It is Vince.
Triple H, could you make it gray again? Steel? Like,
Or black. I don't
black.
care, but just...
Red? I gotta show you this, man.
And take away the freaking square boxes. Make it round again.
What, the
Where they're inside the boxes? The cage?
Oh, no. Okay, you're talking about the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, the actual chambers.
Yeah. I was talking about Hell in a Cell.
Oh, I'm talking about the chamber.
Okay.
Take away the freaking square box shit. It looks weird. Make it round. It makes more sense.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, we could be nitpicky when it comes to stuff like that, wrestling fans.
Well, dude, I mean, come on. We're from, like, the 90s. Like, come on. We're used to a certain way.
There you go. But yeah, man, so Triple H making some changes here and there. I mean, he's hearing us out, but, you know, there's only so many things he can do. And, you know, like, I guess don't try to, I'll be honest, don't try to appease every little thing we say.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, like, let's be honest, it's not always going to be possible.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So, yeah. One more thing, man. Going back to Roman Reigns, did you see SmackDown last week?
I didn't see it.
Oh, boy, dude. Like, it was my turn to do that live coverage. I'm so glad I did. First of all, I'm sorry, but fuck you, Major League Baseball. I had to wait.
That's from him, not from me. I actually like baseball. I actually like basketball.
That's cool. I'm cool with every other sport, even though I'm not a fan. I mean, I like fighting. I like, you know, boxing, mixed martial arts, pro wrestling too.
You see, he only talks about combat sports. I'm talking about like actual.
Okay, and I'm cool with them. Like, I'll watch my team, like Dodgers or Lakers, when they make it there.
They suck.
I don't care.
They suck.
Whatever, fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, I'm sorry, but it's like...
It's Clippers in San Diego, for Clippers in
All
San
right,
Diego.
there you go. Cool. All right, there you go. Guys, go hate on Charlie for liking the Clippers. I don't know.
Kiss my ass.
There you go. All right. But yeah, whatever, man. Point is, I had to wait an hour later.
And it's funny, I was working out during that time, and I was waiting for the thing to come out. And it came out, I'm like, all right, I'll go back and start.
There you go. But yeah, besides that, man, dude, one of the funniest segments with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline.
It was perfectly timed.
Yes, it was.
Because when Jay said he didn't care what the tribal chief said.
Oh God, dude, that was beautiful.
You already saw that he was gonna put hands on him.
Exactly.
And if Sami wasn't there to say what he said, oh dude.
It was hilarious because, you know, that moment where, like, you see Roman bring his head up, do that slow turn, like, oh shit, and the crowd was chanting, "You fucked up! You fucked up!"
And then what did Sami say?
He hasn't been very Ucey. Dude, that's what I got. You just know that's Triple H giving liberty to these guys to, like, say what because that's something that Sami came out with on the spot for a few weeks now, and he's been using that to break these guys. It accumulated.
And you could see that they're trying to laugh. And if it wasn't Vince McMahon's time, they would have been fined for that.
They would have been.
But Triple H is like, dude, whatever comes out, comes out, but make it seem real.
Exactly. And that's the best part is that these guys were breaking, man. Roman,
Jay.
Exactly. Even Paul Heyman.
Jimmy was in the back hiding, trying to laugh.
Exactly. Solo was probably cracking
near the camera.
So he was probably cracking up. He didn't care. And but then, like, you know, Roman was playing along and he was trying to get Jay to break too, and you could see Jay bringing his head down to break.
It's like, because, you know, you got to be a little bit more Ucey. and I'm like, oh my God, this was not gonna milk it. That's
the best part, man. Oh God, but I kid you not, like, dude, that's gotta be one of the funniest segments in their history, in WWE history, funniest segments. I'm loving Sami Uso. Fuck yes.
Dude, when I heard that, I was like, no, they fucking didn't.
Yes, they did.
And I'm like, I started cracking up. I'm like, no, these fucking, no. Because I saw the subtitles for it. Mm-hmm. And when they say Sami Uso, it's like, they put a different word they think it is. I'm like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
So I started cracking up. So I'm like, oh my God.
What did it say?
I have no freaking idea.
Damn.
But I was like, damn, all right.
Yeah, dude.
If Roman's saying it, it's because, you know, he's trying to make these fools laugh too. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Dude, I just love it when it's just natural and flowing like that, you know? Again, like when you just don't give wrestlers scripts, like hard on scripts, give them a little bit of leeway, like, man, it creates beautiful, hilarious moments like that. Fucking hell. Oh, but a little bit of news going into that, man. Believe it or not, as you know, they were building some kind of storyline with like Kevin Owens and Sammy and the Bloodline. Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard about this, but the reason we haven't been seeing too much Kevin Owens lately is because that whole Sammy Uso thing is so popular. They're letting it go a few more weeks, and then they're putting the story with Kevin aside a little bit. He'll be back pretty soon, but like
That makes sense.
we're loving this, man. So yeah, I don't mind more of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, man, freaking just great. Ah, but yeah, that's about it for the news that I have, man. You?
Nah, I'm just. Other than that, we're good.
Yeah, more AEW talk.
I saw a clip yesterday of NXT
Oh, what's up?
of Braun Breaker and Wesley. What do you call it? Fighting for the tag team championships.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
which was cool, but at the same time
Oh.
it ended at non contest, I think.
Oh.
Which sort of tells you why there's gonna be other feuds that they want to do with.
Gotcha. Yeah, and dude, I did see this though. Again, Hangman Adam Page. Hope you're feeling better and recuperating. One more thing I forgot to share. Oh, and also, R-Truth. He got injured on NXT, man. Yeah. So speedy recovery to you, R-Truth.
Well, dude, that fool was being used on every show, dude.
Indeed. Oh, and guys, not gonna lie, I kind of fanboyed out of this a little bit. 'Cause you already know what I'm talking about.
But this fool fanboyed so hard when he sent me the text for this.
I know, but okay. First of all, guys, for those of you who are like in the know for Lucha Libre, speedy recovery to El Hijo del Vikingo. Kid you not, guys, legit. Like this guy, like if you want to get started in Lucha Libre, you look him up. His freaking skills are like off the hook. He's Mecha Campeonato right now. But yeah, well, again, speedy recovery. I shared that on Instagram, wishing him a speedy recovery, and he shared back, man. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Well, yeah, bro, it's one of the biggest luchadors in the world right now sharing our story. Yeah.
Not the biggest, but yeah.
Well, one of the biggest for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, I'm sorry. That fucking got me. I was not expecting that.
Dude, I was cracking up because I saw that message. I was like, and I went back, and I went back to sleep, dude. I went back to sleep.
Was it? Did I send that late?
No, I was already sleepy.
Oh, my bad.
Like I saw it, I'm like, I went to sleep.
My bad. But yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Like again, that's a big moment for us right there.
Yeah, so you see, like I didn't fanboy out. He did.
Yes, I will.
But it's all good.
Yeah, I know. I admit I fanboyed out there. But damn it, man. It's just, come on. But yeah, again, man, thank you so much, Hijo del Vikingo, if you're listening to us, and speedy recovery, alívite, which means, kind of the same thing. And speaking of lucha and Mexican tradition, man, we are recording this on Dia de los Muertos, exactly, right?
It's yesterday and today.
Yesterday and today. Yeah, we're recording this, and yeah, we just a little bit, man. Thank you to all those luchadors who have like helped pave the way and like paved the way and like still beloved after all these years. Some people that come to mind, like Eddie Guerrero, first of all. Thank you, man. Viva la raza forever. Which, by the way, dude, that reel of ours, if you guys follow us, you'll know what I mean. Thank you. 11,000 views, man.
Oh, damn.
11,000, man, where you're sharing your experience, like watching that match with Brock Lesnar. 11,000 views. That just shows you Eddie's spirit is alive and well, man, after all these years.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Absolutely. You know what else? Speaking of the bloodline, you remember Umaga, dude? Yeah, like, I kind of dug him because he was at Destructive Force, like, in the mid-2000s, was it?
Mid-2000s.
Yeah, like, really trying to get, like, a little bit of that influence from, like, Yokozuna, another like big imposing like
his cousin.
Yeah, exactly. Cousin or uncle?
I don't know.
Whatever. But point is, yeah, and that's what sucks is that they kind of ignored his
death.
Like, what the fuck? That's part of the run away from him.
Because of the whole point was because there was wrestling related kind of stuff, so it's like they'd rather ignore it. And keep in mind, this is after Eddie's death and Chris Benoit's death, so they're like just.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. And
I liked his feud with Jeff Hardy.
That was cool.
I love that feud.
They had that steel cage match.
The steel cage,
the Whisper in the Wind,
the Falls Anywhere match.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that one.
Good shit. Oh, one of the earliest memories that I have, dude. I don't remember how, but somehow me and my friend were able to watch the Royal Rumble, 2007, and it was Umaga versus Cena in like a last man standing match. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Again, I was not a Cena fanboy growing up.
Nobody likes Cena, dude.
Yeah, so I remember slightly. Me and my friend were like, you know, I was like, yeah, Umaga's gonna beat him. Man, shut the hell up, you know, like. And of course he won, but I'll admit it was kind of cool the way he won. I remember this actually. Cena did like a whole thing where he like FU'd him. Much cooler name back then.
Yeah.
And then like he used the turnbuckle ropes. Like Umaga had like taken that out to like hurt Cena, but he used that to like choke him in like the STFU. I'll admit that was pretty cool.
Okay, because I remember that match. I didn't see it live, but I remember.
No problem. Somehow, I don't know, man. I don't know how it worked, but somehow we were able to watch it. And you know, that was the year that the Undertaker won the Royal Rumble. So, fuck yeah,
that was a badass match.
Hell yeah. And who else? So yeah. Oh, some female wrestlers, dude. Not too long ago. You remember Daphne?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, she passed away sadly a few years ago. You know, I mean, I always liked the super crazy like or insane like gothic kind of characters. Like, she was awesome. Let's see who else is there? Anyone comes to mind for you, man?
Let's see. There's obviously Owen Hart,
right?
Because without him, like,
oof, yeah,
dude, wrestling would have been a little bit different.
It would have just been a bunch of steroid fused big dudes throwing each other around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you to the Hart Dynasty, Hart Foundation, Hart family overall.
Yeah, you got him. Let's see. You already mentioned Eddie. Mm-hmm. Fuck it. I like controversy. Benoit.
Yeah, I mean,
despite everything, like, dude, he was a good wrestler.
Very good, man.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. You had him. Obviously, you have El Santo. You have Blue Demon. You have the originals.
Yeah, exactly.
You have I'll say Gorilla Monsoon, but I never seen him wrestle.
Yeah, I mean that's way hard time.
Oh,
man.
Macho Man.
Macho Man Red. Yeah, like it was a few years ago too that he passed.
Yeah. You had him. You have
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
Thank you guys.
That fool was badass.
He was the cool bad guy, Chico. Ah, man. Did you know that story?
Of what?
He was able to get that character through, you know, based on like Tony Montano. Was that his name from Scarface?
Tony Montana or some shit, yeah.
Yeah. That's because Vince McMahon had never seen the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, he thought it was like an original thing.
Dude, if only this was seen movies. Yeah.
Right?
But mostly the ones that I like. Okay, El Hijo del Perro Aguayo, La Parca.
Thank you guys.
I just heard your name. I'm so sorry.
You got it, man. You got it.
Fuck.
Luchador?
Yeah. Well, anywho, but the guys from Lucha Libre, like, because I grew up watching Lucha Libre. I didn't grow up really watching WWE stuff until later.
Gotcha.
But Lucha Libre stuff is like, dude.
It's insane.
Very much.
Check it out, guys.
And keep in mind, like, we're talking about, you guys don't know this, but, like, I'm heavier than Musuki.
I'm a small guy.
He's a small guy, technically. But I always liked the whole Lucha Libre style because they're quick on their feet. Yeah. It's a whole lot different than strong style, especially from the WWE. And it's like, when you see a dude that's, okay, he might be a little bit heavy, but in Mexico, he might be a little bit heavy, but he could still fly around. He could still do the cruiserweight shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. And I was just going to say, dude, like, the luchadors is what back in the day when WCW was very reliant on their cruiserweight. That's really what helped them like peak in those Monday Night Wars. So many luchadors, Psicosis, Rey Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero, and
Benoit, Jericho.
Exactly, because they wrestled in Mexico too.
Yeah, pretty much all of them did.
Yeah,
and in Japan.
Exactly. Oh, dude, of course. Antonio Inoki, just a few months ago, or last month was it?
I have no idea.
I think so. Yeah.
It was last month, I think.
Yeah. Thank you, Inoki, because like Japanese wrestling also really fucking good.
Then you got Andre the Giant.
True. Yeah.
You can't forget about him.
No, you can't.
Well, the list goes on and on and on.
Exactly, but
but you know what we mean? It's like you can't forget anybody.
Yeah, you got to remember the old school, the legends, the ones that paved the way.
Regardless of what they might have done or what they might not have done in or outside of the ring, you have to remember them.
Exactly.
Because they paved the way for everybody in a sense.
Indeed. Know your history.
Yeah.
And so Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Alrighty, guys. Any wrestlers you want to like commemorate, like share it with us down below. Tag us, retweet, all that stuff.
All that good stuff.
Indeed. But yeah, man, that's about it for this episode. Watch us talk about All Out next week again.
Hopefully not, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, guys.
Watch it turn out it was a dog who threw the chair.
Oh, there you go, Larry. Man, I hope so, man.
And then the dog has to get fired.
Don't fire Larry, man. Come on. All right, but yeah, again, we're hoping Larry's okay, along with Adam Page, along with R-Truth, all those injured guys right now. And again, guys, Feliz Dia de los Muertos for any of our fellow Latinos out there.
Oh, and happy Indigenous Month Day.
Oh, it's today?
Started on the 1st.
Alrighty. All right, guys.
So it's all good.
All right, guys. So until next episode, guys, y'all take care. Peace.
Peace out.